Hey, I hope you're doing well out there. If you're watching this video, you're probably looking for some help with your shoulder and how you can actually improve the way you move. So there's a couple of things going on, especially if you have shoulder discomfort. And remember, it is possible to have poor shoulder health with no pain, right? So if you look at, there's some interesting studies in terms of MRIs and whatnot, and they can actually see people that have no pain, but they have tears in their rotator cuff. So yes, it is possible. Right? But what can you actually do today to help yourself and improve the overall way you move? So I was going to share with you a way to assess, and then two ideas that you can help improve the way you move. And also don't forget that everything's under the control of your nervous system. Right? So your brain has to first send messages all the way down through your spinal cord, which go out your nerves to your shoulder, so they control your muscles, but also your organs. Right? And at the end of the day, if you're actually shifted, if your spine shifted and there's pressure on those nerves, it's always going to be a factor in how your shoulder heals and how it actually improves and recovers, right? So if it's always a limiting factor, don't forget that that may be holding you back even though you're doing these other things. So first, let me demonstrate a way that actually you can assess how you're moving, right? So if you can get your arm over your head, what I'd have someone do is just measure the distance between your bicep and your ear. And what I mean by that is bring your arm up, right? And you may find the problem side only goes up to here, right? So there's a greater distance between your ear and your arm, right? So first of all, have someone measure that, right? And over a period of time, I want you to try these mobility movements daily, whether it's for 30 to 60 days, right? I would say 2 months to actually see a more permanent change so you can actually get that mobility and actually move properly. So measure the distance, record it, whether it's in your notes or on your paper book, whatever it may be, and then you have some tools to work with. The first thing I would try to do is just practice getting in that overhead position. And what I would do, if you don't have access to a band, just find a wall, hands up here just above my eye level, and I literally sit my hips back, and I would just hang out in that position. And you want to feel all this area open up, so your lat, your muscles in the front of your rib cage, and just hang out there, breathe into it daily. I would try anywhere from 30 seconds to 3 minutes. Right? Remember, if you're getting numbness, tingling, you're being too aggressive and you need to stop and back off a bit, okay? So try that on both sides. Just because you may have a challenge on the left side doesn't mean you shouldn't still try to improve the right side too. So do both sides for a couple of minutes every single day. The other thing I would do is actually practice what's called a wall angel, right? And from here, your buttocks, your upper back is going to be flat against the wall, and try and keep your forearms flat against the wall. And move your hands over your head as far as possible and come back down. So what that looks like on the wall is just from here, right up, remember to breathe, and come all the way back down. Try that for 5 to 6 times and do that 2 times over. So I would do the first mobility move for a couple of minutes on each side, and then I would do the second one as well, 5 to 6 times, 2 times over, right? And don't forget, before you start off, make sure you assess so you have some objective measures, okay? So give those things a try, see how it improves the way you move. Keep it really simple right now, and don't forget at the end of the day, if you're shifted in your spine, it's always going to be a factor controlling how you move and how you heal. Okay? So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.